if you want a bright future, then you have to get your nutrition in order. I don't think you can see me. It's super bright. There's a blinding truth. And it also incorporates my intention for the video, which is having a bright future. So since the sun is blinding my ability to make this video, I just thought I would go for it for artistic effect. So I might come back into the frame, I might not, I'm not sure. It looks pretty bright, so I'm just gonna talk. All right, so guys, I don't know if there's anybody left that doesn't know that proper nutrition is important for your life, okay? Now, when you have a suppressed immune system, you know, good nutrition, nourishing your body, nourishing your cells, giving your body the building blocks it needs to be its best is vital. But if you're anything like me, when I was growing up, good nutrition meant nothing because you're young. You think you're gonna live forever. Oh, here I am for now. Good nutrition is like, okay, I feel fine now, I'm young, you know, I don't have any problems, you know, health-wise, and this food, this processed or fast food or whatever, tastes good, okay? Especially if you're a kid in the United States where you grow up on this stuff. If you're a kid like me growing up in the 70s and early 80s, good nutrition and like more whole food and, you know, fruits, vegetables, this and that, people that were really crazy healthy were the ones that were kind of what we called just health nuts. Oh, you're a health nut, you're a health nut. They used to be a pretty common word, or something that somebody would be called, and it was like somebody that would, you know, juice everything, do aerobics, or, you know, go out and jog. You know, those were health nuts. And, you know, there's a part of us, no matter what generation you're from, that knows that, you know, good proper exercise and eating in moderation, you know, making sure your calories are kind of in check and that you're eating healthy food is good. We know it's good. You know, there's nobody that doesn't get that. But sometimes what it takes when you're younger, or maybe you're a little older and you're kind of tired of the way you look, you know, maybe you're looking for, you know, a significant other, you're looking to date, or maybe you're, you know, newly divorced and you want to get that revenge divorce weight loss. There's all kinds of motivating factors for people. Sometimes it's a bad health report from the doctor where it goes from a should change to a must change. There's all kinds of factors and motivating criteria from which people finally make the change. But, you know, if you think about from the way you look, the way you feel, the energy you have, to be a better spouse, to be a more attractive spouse, to be a better parent, to be a good role model for your kids, you know, to be, you know, to look good, quote unquote, naked, so that you're more attractive to the opposite sex. Even if you're somebody who's in a corporate position or seeking a corporate position, and you go in for an interview and you're in really good shape and you're a healthy body weight and all that, people look at that and see it as attractive because, you know, you're showing some amount of self-control in your life, that you've got it together. Whether you have it together in every area or not, it really gives off that vibe. And to just ignore it because something tastes good, or, oh, there's so much information on it that I don't know if I can learn everything, or what diet is best, I really don't know, then, you know, you're kind of making excuses not to change because you're not either willing to change or you're not ready to change. You know, usually people will change when they have to change. You know, I give the example of really focusing on online training. And, until this pandemic and scare, I really didn't have to change. I could still work in a gym and then kick around the idea of having more of a virtual presence. And then all of a sudden this came, and everything, the game changed. Whether it's permanent or not, it's anybody's guess. So, for me too, I was forced into change by, I should do this because that's where the future is going to go, to, oh my God, I must do this. I must change. It became more of a survival decision than it was necessarily, a personal, professional decision. So, you don't want to get to that point with your health. You hear it all the time, your health is your wealth. And if you have all the money in the world but you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And, all of those things are true for the most part. So, when it comes to your body, this is the only one you get as far as you know. And if you know and see examples around you, that's what changed me, is watching one of my cousins who basically lost weight, got healthy on a bet. And I watched him transform his body. And not only did it transform his body, but it transformed his mind. It transformed, his social life. And he's, never looked back. But I saw it firsthand. It's one thing to know the principles and to know that, better decisions will change your life. And it's another thing to see somebody, to know them, to watch the transformation, to watch the sacrifice, to watch the better decisions, actually happen. And that's why in my business, I'm getting more serious, because I have the knowledge, I have the education and credentials to help people push and better themselves. But even as a professional and somebody who's done it myself and lives the results of it, I've seen it in every area of my life. I've seen it change and transform. When I did this in my 20s, being young and again, kind of bulletproof and being invincible and thinking I'm going to live forever, at least feeling that way, my motivation was not my health, to be a healthy older person, to have longer life, to be, lifestyle related, disease or sickness free. All of those things then became important, as I grew older and watched, parents or the generation that was ahead of me, older people getting sick, or watching them live with the consequences of their actions of the last 20, 30 years, whatever it was. And so, at this point, food is fuel. Taking proper supplementation, making sure that my body is healthy, is just like almost wired into me because of time and doing it consistently. And I still reap the rewards daily of those actions now that I've taken for over 20 years. And it always, is one of those things that is in the back of my head. And I'm always thinking about, how to make this easier, how to, get it so that people can, live this lifestyle and have similar, a similar relationship with nutrition and with taking care of their bodies that I do, because I want people to feel how I feel. I want them to get the life-changing benefits that I have gotten because of better decisions. And it's really up to you to make that change. And you have to be ready for it. And there's tools, and everybody's a little different. It's a can of worms when you start getting into this stuff. But it's very possible for anybody to experience a brighter future and a better life. Like one time a guy teased me because I wouldn't eat Coney dogs with them, and I wanted to just have my chicken, grilled chicken, and some vegetables. And he goes, "Oh, you're gonna have the best looking corpse, in the graveyard, this and that. He goes, none of this is going to matter. And I said, well, it's not necessarily that I'm going to extend my life. I mean, I hope to, but I don't know that I'm going to do that. But I know that, you know, I want to have a better life. So they say, you know, it's not maybe extending the years of your life, but it could be extending, you know, the life in your years. So having whatever years you have, making them even better, quality, more productive, more satisfying. Guys, like, share, subscribe. Just some thoughts, letting you know my mission and my intentions for you. Stay tuned. There'll be a lot more.